Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. We're here back on a Thursday night, back where it all began, and we're here for game week 91. I think it is. We're here for the kind of deadline show. I am Quinny, and I'm joined as always by my co-pilot, Harry Trades. Harry, my man, good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you, mate. These Thursdays seem to be a date now. I think this is like for the summer, definitely a thing, isn't it?
Summer Thursday nights, midsummer nights. We bit midsummer.
I like a Thursday. I don't know. Fridays are just hectic normally, but I mean, this is an afternoon, little cheeky afternoon one that, as we were saying before we went live, that we don't even know when the deadline actually is because the Sorare clock just doesn't work in minutes. Apparently, it's just hours. So we think it's 11 a.m. UK, don't we? But it could be 10.
Yeah, it's a hard one to figure out. So if anyone actually knows the real time of the deadline clock, we need to have this updated, because one of the main reasons it's unclear, I guess we're just kind of slide into this because this is what we're chatting about, why we're a wee minute or two late. Not that we need to tell anyone that who's catching us after we've been live. Everyone, but please do smash the like button, of course, and support the show, support the channel. Lineup projections are powered by Predictify. You know that already. But with the J League tomorrow, the first game actually kicks off at 10. So if the deadline is at 11, how does that work?
Yeah, that feels lopsided, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I've got to imagine it's a 10 o'clock deadline, right? It has to be. Or else we're going to know the scores, right? Before.
Yeah, you just ditch some guys.
Yeah, like that first game, like you said, the Antlers game is literally at 10. So
if you know somebody's on an 80, would you go and buy them?
Ooh, that could be the new way Sorare start making money and selling cards a mid-play. That'd be amazing.
Yeah. So
yeah, you'd have
to.
For
that.
You'd have to go out and buy them.
Guaranteed hundo. Go and pick it up. So yeah, interesting start to the game week because we don't know actually when it does start. So we thought we would come out live Thursday night tonight, because if it is kind of where we think it is time-wise, it's too late for Harry, or too early for Harry to arise and join us. And, so I'm not going to do it myself. So we thought we would get together a wee Thursday night and try and do as much as we can. As we've already seen J League stuff, you'll probably get great intel right before the deadline. So if you do have any J League cards, turn your Twitter notifications on, get the team sheets as they come out, or check, whatever website you fancy. But we've got a bunch more stuff beyond J League. We're into the last 16 of the Club World Cup. We're at the very sharp end of the Euros. Under 21s might even be the final this weekend.
I know.
The way things have went. And MLS is back, and, everything else. Looking forward to it. I've managed to get a decent volume of team out. And this summer, Harry, I've been quite pleasantly surprised with the amount of goalkeepers I've had and the amount of players I managed to jam into lineups. How have you been feeling so far in the summer, and how are you shaping up for the game week yourself?
Yeah, I mean, weird. Yeah, I'm having like, at least 10 lineups a week. It feels like each game week right now, roughly, without counting. I obviously had that nice little win in, was it game week 88 where I won the Club World Cup? Yeah, game week 88 where I won that Buanga. I wasn't then able to play him in game week 89, which is where he missed a penalty. So regardless, I probably didn't want to play him there. I've now played him in this game week. He did score, but I played him in the arena because obviously he was a summer edition, and yeah, Vieira gave away a pen and all sorts happened. But anyway, MLS happened last night for the midweek, which didn't really go too well. But yeah, I mean, I'm getting teams out. I'm getting quite a few under 23 lineups out. Not really had too much luck. Although Nizawa started from nowhere. I thought he moved to Antwerp, according to Twitter and stuff. Yeah, but he had a clean sheet last night. I didn't even think about playing him in one of my lineups for the midweek, but he has a game like tomorrow, basically. So let's hope he plays there. But no, I haven't really done too well, to be fair.
So, I've been linked to a few J League players, and I heard someone J League related, let's say that like anyone that leaves the J League, it won't happen until like the 5th of July or something like that, because of the mid-season break or whatever. So even if like some of these deals are getting kind of wrapped up, there's that kind of thing where they say goodbye to everyone, and it's like in Japan, it's all very much like they're birthing a child into the rest of the footballing world when they leave. Like they've got to say goodbye to him and whatever.
Belgium starts early, man, doesn't it? What time? When does Belgium start? Like late July, mid-July, or even beginning? I'm not too sure, but yeah.
My first thought was early August, but it could be as sharp as July, actually. I think Denmark isn't too far away either. I think
Denmark's really Denmark could be sooner, but if he does end up moving to Antwerp, but I've seen nothing to suggest that he's gone. Like obviously played whenever it was last night. So yeah, overall, yeah, enjoying the summer as far as like having a bit of breathing space, like content wise and stuff, and obviously. Yeah, lineups are diluted, but enough to just keep us semi-engaged. Considering we don't have obviously Sorare data or anything that we can spend countless hours on. Like, I'm still spending time on Sorare, mainly just on the market, and I'll have a look at super rares, I'll have a look at uniques, and just sort of browse, see whatever pops up, like as usual. But I've not really got any sort of strategy down, going into the new season because there's obviously so many unknowns, but. Enjoying putting lineups out as best as you kind of can without, having any of that external help, if that makes sense, outside of lineup projections and stuff. But it's been doable.
Aye, it's definitely been different, hasn't it? Like I use Sorare way more than I did Sorare data for lineup building and stuff like that. But Sorare data just had market scouting like nailed to a T, everything you want at the click of a finger. And I was even thinking, like, I can't remember what card it was, but I was like, oh, I wonder what version, I wonder what serial number of that card that I won, in case I was to go and try and find that one that I sold or something. And then I was like, oh, I properly have got no way of finding that out now.
No, there is a transaction pay, but you'd be on there for fucking years, I think, trying to find that. Legitimately.
It's just a death scroll, that page, So yeah, eagle on a haystack, to say the least. As far as the summer goes, Harry, I thought I was going to have egg all over my face. I went out and I got myself a wee special edition Antoine Griezmann. Atletico Madrid were my dark horses to win the Club World Cup. Eliminated in the group stage. But you know what? We might just scoop a wee arena win out of it in the end. Wrong captain, I know. Don't hit me with it.
Who did you captain?
Gross.
Yeah, I mean, he was probably he was kind of the captain, probably.
Griezmann off the bench.
Who else is to play? Were you projected second?
Yeah. So we've got a DNP here, I think.
So he's played well. Yeah,
he's on the bench.
He could come off the bench, I guess, but
yeah, time's against him. He needs to do something off the bench, I suppose. It's just that I'm waiting for, I guess. Maybe we've got a Kanji here.
Just got 2 DAs.
This guy, they've got a Gluck. Is that Gluck?
Oh yeah, he's playing Madrid.
So there's a Gluck in the mix, but he needs to do like a hundo to catch me.
I don't think he can get you, can he really? Because there's no collection or anything.
Nah. Does anyone get 2 guys to run? No. So it's just really... Oh, there's 2 guys there, Courtois and Trent.
And Valverde and the one below him, but I don't think he can catch you, really.
Yeah, they would need mad scores, wouldn't they? Like,
I mean, that would be a nice little... I mean, what you pay for the Griezmann, like $60, something like that?
Yeah, it was something like that, but I can't remember. I was just thinking before bringing this up, I was like, did I get credits on him? I don't remember.
I think you did. I'm sure you did.
It's hard to imagine I didn't, isn't it? But
yeah,
I need to double check the old statements. But yeah, no, I think I did get credits on it, but I need to double check that. But yeah, 67 is what it says on the ticket anyway. Yeah. And yeah, so I think that would be profit, wouldn't it?
100%.
$100.
Cheeky Griezmann.
Yeah. So let's hope Conceição doesn't come off the bench. That's the one I'm avoiding.
Yeah.
And Real Madrid, let's just hope they don't do anything stupid against Salzburg. And that'll be all right for me. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm just going to get some fucking XP. Otherwise, nothing else really happened anywhere. Did you see the River shit? All the red cards in that?
I saw the highlights of Acuna and
Dumfries.
Yeah, and Dumfries out on the fucking right all tear. I didn't mind it though, to be fair. I'm not exaggerating. That's the most of the Club World Cup I've watched. And that, like, genuinely not even trying to be funny there. Like, that's genuinely correct statement. Like, I watched a 2-minute highlight of those who just kicking lumps of shit out of each other.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I like how it's
kind of, like,
yeah. Oh, definitely.
We missed that from like the old English Scott, the British game, like growing up when I played it, like that's what it was. Every game was that.
Yeah, a wee bit of needle, just a wee bit of 2 guys that wouldn't be kicking each other.
100%. But apparently it stems from like the Argentina Dutch. Have you seen that? Like it happened previously.
Oh,
it must have been at the World Cup, I guess. Yeah, I saw a picture, like a thread or something. I didn't read it too in depth, but there was a picture of those two playing against each other. I'm guessing it was the World Cup, like I said, and I'm sure they had a bit of a Barney then. So, yeah,
a wee bit of afters.
Seems like, yeah.
So there, Josh says to check the homepage. I tried the homepage, but
Yeah, where is that? So you go home,
and then
you've
what?
got For You,
It
and
just
then
says
you've
13
got,
hours there.
I've got, yeah, 13 hours. Yeah, I don't know. Unless we've got like a poor man's version.
Yeah. Budget for a Prem striker. What's that? Are you asking us what the budget should be? I don't know. Or
probably avoid either of those, wouldn't you? If you can.
Aye. Yeah, you want to try and get who has a budget forward in the Prem? I don't know. Maybe one will come to us. Where will we start with the projected lineups that we've got, Harry? What do you think? Fancy stuff.
I mean, I'd probably blitz through contender first and then leave all the fun sort of MLS and World Cup stuff, I guess.
Fair enough.
World Cup.
I was just trying to think there about transfers I've seen going through and stuff like that. So there's been a wee bit of activity, but I don't think there's any budget Prem strikers that have kind of came on the radar, is there?
No, maybe not Prem.
What do you think of Fatty to Monaco?
I mean, they're getting him, Pogba. It just feels like a bit of a sort of a retirement fucking home situation without them. You know, not that Fatty's old, but it doesn't really I just can't see it working for Fatty. I just think he's dust, unfortunately. I just think his body's just a bit broken. Pogba, I mean, I'd like to see him, you know, we all know the quality Pogba has, but again, it's just like you've been out of the game a long time, by the way. Yeah. Very hard to get, acclimatized back into that sort of shape and stuff. And, the French leagues, you'd like to think, not easy enough for him if he's fully fit, but is he fully fit? The big one. But I mean, I hope that he does well, but I don't know. It just scares me a little bit. But I reckon they'll be selling a couple then. They'll probably be trying to sell like your Akliushis and stuff. I've seen Leverkusen link with him, and they've been linked with the lad from the US, Tillman.
Yeah, I've seen Tillman.
Yeah, people are going to be coming for him, I reckon. Walter Meid, whatever his name is, he went to Bayern, didn't he, today?
Mm-hmm. Walter Messi.
He's a good little player, to be fair, or big player. Yeah, I like him. Backup striker to Kane, probably. He can sort of play off the wings and like inside forward-y type of thing, because he's really athletic, isn't he? He's not a winger, but, he's just bangly and long and probably do a job if they were needing to do that, but they normally play with like actual wingers, I guess. Oh, hey, Eric Dyer went there as well, yeah. It is a weird team, like a really weird team.
That could be a quality sack. Do you know what I think? Like,
I mean, it could be like, it genuinely could be. It really could.
Well, there's a reality where all three of them can do 80 in a weekend.
Oh yeah, I would never say that that's not true for sure. Just wonder, yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, is it just too wonky?
Yeah, it feels like they're playing Football Manager on a budget or something. They're just going for like the gone off guys.
Transfers, transfers and wonder kids on loan and all that.
Yeah, 1 year left on contract or free agent or doping allegations and whatever.
Yeah. I've got the Antlers. So I've kind of went through the rest of contender just as me and Harry were chatting there. This game apparently will be 45 minutes into it. The second half will be kicking off as the deadline's on. So
they must not know.
If you have these cards, you'll get better intel than you will watching this. But we put it on screen all the same. Same with Shimizu S-Pulse against Kashiwa. You'll know what those teams are before the deadline. Likewise for the 11 o'clocks, which we don't actually have many of here on screen. So I'll just kind of click through what ones are here. If any of them can help you get a good night's sleep of seeing someone that's nailed on. But yeah, these guys, you'll see all the teams before the deadline actually shuts and locks down. So yeah, it's only really the ones beyond that 11. Oh, here's another one at 10, by the way. Oh, it's the next day. Sorry, I beg your pardon.
Oh, yeah.
This will be Saturday then.
Inamura, any more updates on that?
Oh, do you know weird dates, Harry? This is Saturday.
No,
not
way.
Friday. Weird dates.
Yeah, miles away, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. We were so fucking focused on minutes where we didn't even look at the bloody date. That just honestly, we are absolute plonkers.
So all the lineup projections come to us from predictify.com, where they get like experts to put this on. The projections come a lot more accurate and fill out everywhere, a lot closer to the deadline. If you've not got your Predictify account set up yet, please use code Quinny Harry when you do so. It supports me and Harry Trades and the show here. But we've got a few of them on tonight, so I expect a lot more of them to be there in the morning for anyone before deadline. So yeah, not too much actually on in the J League. And yeah, a bit of a faux pas from me and Harry Trades. We actually do have some Friday K-League action, and this will be because we were looking for the reason for the deadline. That's what we were looking for originally.
I think it's
why
the K-League, Quinny.
And it is the K-League,
yeah. It gotta be the K-League, hasn't it?
Yeah, because these two guys kick off at 11:30 on the 27th, which is an important detail in this picture. And those two teams we don't have anything there for, so I guess they've not even bothered to try. You'll just see it yourself before the game starts. But these are the other K-League ones that we've got in action, so peep up for these.
I was just looking then. I think I'm right in saying that Sanfrecce and Vissel Kobe both have a double game week.
Ooh.
Because I'm seeing here they play on Wednesday, and then they obviously play on Saturday. Well, Saturday first, then Wednesday, sorry. So, yeah, cheeky little double game week there. And Sanfrecce are home in the first game, away in the second. Kobe are at home in the second, and away in the first, yeah. So,
right.
Yeah, so opposites. But, yeah, nice little bit of, well, I guess it's increased utility in a way, but, yeah, but then it's so annoying that we don't get to see like the next game week after this upcoming one, you know, like normally sometimes you can get to see like the next 2 or 3, but it feels like they're doing it like I don't know, they're just not allowing us to see what's going on, and like there's no real way of knowing at this point. Like there's just so many little creases right now in the game, like just the UI and stuff, where you just like can't do anything. Like all I can think about is like this game week, which okay, that's the only thing that technically matters, but at the same time, like I like planning a little bit, you know.
Fixtures are out for a lot of leagues, you know.
For sure. But I mean, like, those aren't coming next, like 92. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I want to know, do I need an under 23 keeper for game week 92?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that was something that I used to do a lot. Like, look forward 2 or 3 weeks. Okay, I need a right back, or I need, you know, things like that. I just think, yeah, we're definitely missing right now.
Yeah, I'm with you. I say forward planning lineups. See when like that was the great thing about Sorare Data, like when that lineup builder, because it could go so far into the future that
100%.
you would at least just go to like the first Premier League game week and just see like, who do I have actually? You know, can I have up here, or you know, when the fixtures do come out. So yeah, I know what you mean. It's not like something we need for tomorrow, but like,
right,
it's definitely a good exercise. It's a good exercise of time playing Sorare. Is like that whole, you know, like because you can't do the same stuff lineup building wise that we did with Sorare Data, where you want to be able to map out your teams, you know, you want to be able to map out, you know, your depth and all the rest of it. And I've got a kind of sketch for a video going through goalkeepers and talk, like, because again, it's one of those kind of tropes I'm kind of known for in the community, I suppose. But like the ticket into the competition, how many tickets do you need? You know, go counting tickets and
right,
that kind of thing.
No, 100%.
So, it's yeah, that kind of mapping out is fun and valuable.
And it's hard to do without the fucking, you know, without the capacity to do it type of thing. So it was actually impossible. So yeah.
Totally. What will we see? We've got international. We'll just kind of scan through these guys. Is this the knockout round yet, the Gold Cup, or is this still...
I think it's quarters or round of 16, either or.
Yeah. So we've got Panama, Honduras. We've only got a Panama team here.
Mexico.
Kind of know who the best team is for some of these nations, I think, at this point in the tournament, don't you? You can see where the rotations have come.
The US rotated quite heavily in their like final game against Haiti. I think it was. Canada, Guatemala.
Have I seen this? Nathan Saliba's just made a big transfer.
Just gone to Anderlecht, yeah.
Gone to Anderlecht from MLS.
Montreal, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I've been a big believer in him for a while.
You certainly have.
Yeah, I've had him for 2 years, or over 2 years, it says. Yeah, good player. Really athletic, just can do everything in midfield. He's just like a B-Tech, like Joe Bellingham or something. You know, like, will get everywhere, put tackles in, but he can score goals as well, which is quite rare for that type of type of player. I think it only cost him like 2 mil. It's pretty cheap.
Yeah,
He's been
players
captain
like
in
that normally
Montreal
are.
as well, like a year.
I think domestic players out of MLS you can get for those nominal transfer fees, like Celtic got J League players for. You know,
Yeah.
I don't think we spend that much on Alistair Johnson, who's like
No, not at all.
when we got him, certainly top 3, top 5, right back in the league easily. You know,
100%.
and it wasn't that much. The US team
Yeah.
looks pretty good.
It's okay, yeah. Considering obviously it's the B-Tech US team realistically, but it's like the best of the rest, right? Like McGlynn, Luna, Tillman's like ridiculous. Like that's as good as it. Obviously, barring a Pulisic, they're all very incredible players. 2 are going to make all 3 probably are going to make transfers in the next year easily. Tyler Adams, obviously veteran. De La Torre, kind of the same. Adjiman's a threat as well. He got so much legs. He looks like he's going to the championship. Arvston's made MLS All-Star this season. Freeman's been unbelievable. Youngest player in the team, I think, at 20. And they've brought in Freeze, which I'm happy about. Freeze is a better goalie for me than Turner. Really is. He's deserved it as well, though. I know he's playing in MLS, but Turner's not playing. Like it, I don't care if you're on the bench in the Prem or on the bench wherever the hell you are. Like Freeze is in form. Like he just is and has been for probably 18 months, I would say. Like he's been keeping New York in loads of games.
Since he's came to New York, he's been brilliant. Back up at Philly, of course, as some of us will remember the big head cards, Freeze Matthew. But I was listening to a piece on him around getting called into this squad, and like also all the MLS guys come through college and stuff like that and get super drafted and whatever.
Yeah.
Do you know Freeze is a Harvard graduate? That's where he came through.
Is he really? Wow.
Harvard, of all places, so it's a clever cookie.
Because I know like Stanford normally have like a good football team, but I didn't. I know Harvard were like in that conference. I just never heard anyone that like has come from there. But like Matt Turner was like a D2 or D3 player, which is like the level I played. And he didn't even he was like a sub outfield or something crazy. He had a mad story, Matt Turner. He genuinely wasn't even the starting keeper for a long time, apparently, which I find ridiculous, really. Especially like if it was D1, I'd be like, fine, like D1, like there's some big, wicked players there. But man, like D2, D3, like, and you're not the starting keeper? Something's going on there. Like, but fair play to him. Like, he smashed it. Like, career-wise, you've got to give it to him. Yeah, that's mental. But yeah, it's a good team. It's a good US team.
Zorgan to USG, Harry, that's a smash move, isn't it?
That could very well be a smash move. Yeah, very well. I don't know if, USG's a bigger pool, but like, yeah, I think he'll fit in like a glove there and probably be
Teddy Twaimers, doesn't he?
Yeah, Teddy Twamer. There was the guy before that, or after that, sorry, Pachuo, whatever his name is, the Spanish kid, begins with P. I can't think of his name, but he was like their next number 10, and then it was like Zorgan probably fits into the next one, 100%.
Get England against Germany here. We've only got an England team, but I think again teams will be easy to project if you've been following the tournament thus far. But yeah, internationals. And then we've got the Club World Cup, which we don't have all the teams in for yet. We've still got. It looks like I've seen a great graphic.
Yeah.
Oh, who did it? Did I like it? Maybe if I liked it, I'll be able to find it. 2 seconds. We still need to see. Oh, we've also had Juve, Man City. Now, I think Man City winning is Man City really wanted to win tonight, so they didn't need to play Real Madrid in the next round. They will play the other team from that group.
Got you. Yeah.
I've seen a lovely graphic on Twitter today for it, and I don't think did I not like it? Bugger. Why did I not like it? I thought I did, but I can't find it anyway.
Okay.
But we can kind of see what the draw is here anyway. But it's Man City and Juve are also through, and Man City look to be, if they've beat Juve tonight, which I think they have, need to double check the table, but they will be playing whoever comes second in that group, which is either Al Hilal or Salzburg, or maybe Real Madrid. I think that group's tight enough where anything is technically possible, but it's probably not likely.
Finished 5-2 in the end.
I've got the standings here. Yeah, did it? Wow. Yeah, so City win the group. So they'll take on whoever's second out of Real Madrid's group. And yeah, that's Al Hilal, Salzburg. Could be still jammily somehow Real Madrid, but I doubt Salzburg are going to beat them. But you never know.
Turkey had a BCM, Quinny.
Weighty.
Gutted. I could tell you the knockouts now, so...
Oh, we've got them here, but it's the last ones that are still to be drafted. So we still need the Real Madrid game, which kicks off at like midnight this local time for me in the UK. It'll be like maybe 2 in the morning or something like that. It's a pure awkward time. But otherwise, this is the last 16 or whatever. We've got an all Brazil derby, Palmeiras, Botafogo.
That'll be tasty.
Yeah, Palmeiras signed Paulinho for a Brazilian record from Botafogo, if memory serves me right.
Wow.
So we bit of revenge element there. Lots of money involved between these two teams, the big boys in Brazil.
I mean, haven't they guaranteed like 30 mil or something already, all these teams or something? Like, yeah.
Kushti number for getting to this far. We don't have predicted lineups for that, so stay tuned to Predictify all the way to the deadline tomorrow. Benfica, Chelsea, we've got Captain Renato back in the building again. He's living his best life. Alongside Big Nick and the rest of the gang, Schilderup, Pavlidis, Angel Di Maria having a good tournament as well. I've seen him pick up a Man of the Match award, which is good to see. I love seeing the old gold guys doing well in this tournament. Makes me feel good. Can't lie.
Yeah, I saw there was a clip of Di Maria, like, sort of waving to the Benfica fans, and who came up to him? It was like a kid we know, like, a player we know, but it wasn't. Who did Benfica play in the last game? It was someone like, it was just nice to see.
Miami.
Oh, it might have been Elise. It was Elise. Elise went up to him and was like, "Please, can I have your shirt?" type of thing, and he gave it to him. Yeah, it was class, to be fair, but. Mate, did you see the Coach thing with the manager? Tell me you've seen it. No. Well, this is the reason why Renato's sort of coming back in. Coach got subbed for Renato, and he's like effing and blinding in the manager's face, pointing at him and said, like, they've just had a massive Barney, like mid game on the bench. It's all blown up. Yeah, he's probably never going to play there properly again. If the manager stays.
Renato season.
It's Renato season, baby.
Yeah, the DNPs have been brutal in this tournament. To be honest with you.
Yeah, like first week I thought I nailed it when I won the whole thing, and I was like, "Oh, this is easy." And then ever since, I've just eaten 8 DNPs like every single lineup, 3 lineups every week, game week.
What I'm telling myself, Harry, is if you told me at the beginning I'll win 1 game week, I'd have taken that.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I mean, there's only 6-7 game weeks or whatever. Yeah, 100%.
If you get 1 win, take that for sure. But Benfica take on Chelsea, pretty full strength. By any measure there. PSG Miami, the first time ever Messi will play a former team.
Wow, no way.
Never played PSG Barca.
Mad. Yeah. So, okay, never played Barca. Yeah, mental.
So first time he's playing a former club. That's a fun kind of little nugget for you.
Mad,
and yeah, same team as we've seen through the tournament when it's mattered. And they're taking on the Champions League winners, which are probably going to blast them out the water, aren't they?
Think so, yeah. I'd be shocked if they didn't.
Definitely worth watching, but because Messi's going to Messi,
Oh yeah, he'll do something like
Could be a wild game.
It could be fun. It could be very fun.
In the middle of this, we also do have Flamengo and Bayern Munich, and we had I forget his first name now, but it was Vinnick was his surname. Was in the chat saying that he was a Palmeiras fan or something like that. I forget, but another Brazilian fan. And his words in the chat were the Flamengo team at the moment is the best South American team or the best Brazilian team, he probably said, of the 21st century so far. So
they've got an amazing coach, haven't they, in Felipe Luis and stuff, and apparently he's just revolutionized things there. And I don't dispute it. They'll give him a game. They'll definitely give him a game.
So that's a bit an interesting one. Vincent Kompany's Bayern Munich against the best Brazilian team of the 21st century, allegedly. Inter take on Fluminense. Fluminense is Flamengo's rival, so that's kind of fun to see they've got the same stage. And Inter, the Champions League finalists. And I've seen again a post today that we could have an Inter PSG final in this tournament, the way the draws went.
That would be hilarious, wouldn't it? Oh my God, that would be funny. Yeah. Living in the Matrix, like 100%.
Just another one. And then we've got Dortmund taking on Sergio Ramos's Monterrey. So I wouldn't rule out Dortmund getting eliminated off a team like this.
No, not at all. Not at all. The stings of Dortmund going out here, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It just does. Like Ramos just bullying everyone. And
yeah, Mexicans just not playing into the heat and all that. And yeah, I can see that.
100%.
Are Monterrey going to be the team that progresses the furthest from outside Europe?
Well, who would they play? Do we know if they play Fluminense into next, or does that not matter? Like in the
but do you think get past it? Do you think Fluminense get past Inter?
They could do.
How many non-Europeans get past this round?
Oh, got you.
Oh, well, there's
Well,
one.
by default, yeah, you're right. It's probably just the Dortmund one, unless Flamengo upset Bayern, which I wouldn't put it past them. Like genuinely,
Yeah.
I really could see that.
And there are no big shakes either, really, to be honest with you. But
Yeah, I
just a
don't
funny
think
thought that,
Fluminense are great.
yeah, just a funny thought that Monterrey of Mexico could be the non-European team that goes the furthest. You know,
I know. That'd be funny. I can see it though. I genuinely can.
yeah. And no, we've done that. I think we've done it all, haven't we?
Just into MLS now.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I was thinking something was missing. Yeah, so these are kind of getting hot off the press as we're coming into this one. We've got DC United, Nashville here. Still no Benteke or Peglo. The Barraza season continues.
Yeah, they could be a tough game. Nashville are just scoring goals wherever they go this season, which is not something that they were used to doing last year. But Surridge, I think, scored a hat-trick last night.
Yep.
Hanny won a pen. Just usual sort of stuff. They conceded 2 mine, but against obviously Carlos Gil and the Revs. But I do worry for DC here, to be honest. This could get a little bit ugly, I would say. Without Benteke, it's just really hard for them.
Yeah, I think so too. They're in prime form now, Nashville. Miami Atlanta is also not a natural fixture. Montreal against New York. Montreal teams here. Montreal are at home. Jalen Neal, George Campbell. It's the kind of heart of the defence that they're after, I think, isn't it? Waterman's obviously missing.
Is it Caden Clark? What's his name? Yeah.
Yeah.
Caden Clark. He got injured last night, done his knee. I was actually watching the game on TV. They lost to Cincinnati. So, again, I think this is a really nice spot for New York.
It'll be Romero and goals.
Yeah.
I think this will be good for New York. I hope so.
I do. Yeah. Montreal are rubbish, man, honestly. Especially without all their best players, like Saliba and fucking everyone else, basically.
I need to double check my NYC combos then, if you're that confident.
Yeah, I think it could be nice. I'd probably go like outfielders. You've got to go Maxi, Wolf. I'd probably go Julian Fernandez over Bakra you don't have to. Is Wolf a forward or a mid?
I've Wolf's a forward. So I've kind of went. I've got one D1 and 2 D2s, and I've kind of just put the power players in D1.
Because you're getting relegated on the right. Yeah. Yeah, I can't really argue with that middle team, really. Well, is it the only thing I'd argue with maybe the captaincy choice? Like, I think I would go Wolf.
Yeah, okay.
I don't trust Lucho.
I'm with you.
San Diego, good as well. Yeah, but yeah, I think you've got the 5 right, to be honest.
Yes,
it's just if you think Maxi outscores like a Brian Gutierrez, which tough to call. Yeah.
And the defense is weird as well. I don't know. Do we think Montreal score goals?
I mean, I watched them yesterday. They were hopeless, genuinely.
Ooh.
Yeah. Dobbsy says Dante Sealy is a very good player. He actually almost scored yesterday. Had a really nice little run off the bench. I don't know if he should start really. He came back from international duty, so I'd like to think he actually starts this one. Just judging off how he's basically their best forward or best winger. Yeah, he's a threat. Like I can't dispute that. And I wouldn't be shocked if they scored. Like I wouldn't. But at the same time, like New York could just go there and score 2 or 3 and maybe shut up shop. But
they might.
I just don't know if there's a 5 in there regardless. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
Wolf, Maxi, yeah, okay. Then I'm like, it's slim pickings, isn't it? It's like, yeah, Martins could probably do 30, 40 AA, like on a really good day. Tavon Gray could get an assist, and at that point there, you've maybe got your 4 and obviously the keeper. Like, I think that I would probably go double defense, honestly.
Ooh, double D?
I think I would, yeah. I think I would go Martins, Gray, and then Morales and Wolf if I had everyone.
Interesting.
And then my secondary choice would be Fernandez instead of Martin, like Julian Fernandez over Martin, so double forward. Oh, yeah, double forward.
Yeah, double forward was my first thought. Because the good day, the forwards, so if they just get that bad luck with the decisive.
It's just if you get, if they all get the DAs, which definitely obviously can happen. But with a double D, you're like, all you need is the clean sheet, which is, again, not easy, but at the same time, it's fucking Montreal. Like,
yeah, I'll chew that one over. New England are at home to the Rapids. This is the New England team. The world revolves around Carlos Hill, as always. And they're taking on, Rapids. All the boys are here, I think, aren't they, Harry boy?
Yeah, I think so. Navarro started yesterday.
No Bassett.
No Bassett. Do you know there's a baby Bassett now?
Oh,
yeah, Sam Bassett. Yeah. Of course, Sam Vine's on to play when I hate him so much. I'm never going to play him ever again, ever. I've got a serious vendetta against him. He owes me $2,000. If I ever see him, I want my 2K. And I want it pronto. I'll never live that down, ever. The easiest money anyone could ever make in their whole entire life.
Yeah.
It was actually insane, but I'll never let that go.
Red Bulls are taking on Minnesota. Did you see Timo Werner is New York bound by all accounts now?
Did you
finally
did you pay Fabrizio to tweet that?
I know.
Paid tweet.
It sounds like it's real.
I know it does. Well, Lewis Morgan went off in. Lewis Morgan started his first game in like 3 years last night and got injured in 30 minutes. So that is, I'm not shocked that the Timo news drops the day after that. The higher ups are definitely gone. Morgan's finished basically. But yeah, that Sofo's done really well. He scored yesterday against Toronto. Good player, really good winger, young kid. Forsberg. I don't know what's happened to Chupo. Chupo didn't play yesterday. He might have come off the bench, but I know he didn't start. I don't know what happened there.
I'd like to believe he's got an injury or something. That's what my gut is, but don't quote me on that.
And then fucking Orlando are just scoring goals for fun. Scored 4 last night.
That front six is really hard to look past, when it's all
what's hilarious is Ivan Angulo never gets a DA. And I mean like ever. He always starts. He's in the front 4. I swear on my life. Have a look. I don't think he's had 1 DA all season. And I'm not, like, I'd love to say I'm exaggerating, but I'm genuinely not. Don't think he's had 1 DA. Oh, okay.
So when did the season start? No, the season started here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he does have 1.
Yeah. It's just hilarious.
From here.
Starts every game. And, like, he's a good player, like IRL. Like, he's sharp.
A 4-1 win absolutely meant nothing to anyone.
It's just, honestly, I paid like 50 quid for his card as well.
That's so weird. A lot of averages, Harry. You'll get a wee bundle.
There was a time last season where he was, I sold his unique. Remember I won his unique?
Yeah, I thought that was this guy.
I sold it to Nanzo, yeah. Like, it was literally probably in between those, those peaks. It was a really nice time to kind of win him. Yeah, and then, like, that's what it kind of should look like, though. It's just strange. Like, it should look like that, but for some reason, he's just never... Like, I've seen him square balls on the line to Muriel, and he just misses them. And it's just like, what? Like, this guy just can't buy a DA. It's unbelievable.
I remember where I was when you won that. That's a funny thing, isn't it?
Really?
Yeah. When you mentioned the unique, I just got a wee memory back to watching the video wherever I know
where I was. Okay. No, that's class.
Yeah,
I was just thinking about it. Yeah. That was a good time, that was.
It was a good win, mate. So some buzz. Because this was a L5. Like, he looked hot.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, he was like, wow. How is he a tier 2 or what? I think he was like a tier 2 or 3, and I was like, hang on a minute, that shouldn't be in there.
But that's a funny one.
Yeah. But they're looking good. Araujo scored really well last night, like 40 AA.
Nice. They're flying high.
Toronto.
Yeah, then there's Toronto. No, Bernie. Insigne's in the team, but
Petretta's playing twice. Insigne didn't even get off the bench last night, so I don't think that he just walks in. Maybe he does, but I don't know. Cordobo got man of the match. He's a good player. He's like the right-footed Bernadeschi, effectively, like stature-wise and stuff. He's pretty sharp. Nice. Yeah, Sean John did Sean John things again, pulled off a few worldies, but of course just not helped out by his defense. Yeah, they're struggling.
Hopefully Sean John puts on another one, doesn't concede 3.
Hopefully.
Well, it'd be weird not wishing for that in the future.
Oh yeah, because that won't exist.
Apparently, that's something they're chewing over.
Oh, they were tuning it. I'd like it. I think it gives more validity. Sorry, to like Sean Johnson's, doesn't it? Because you never have to
I've
worry
always
about that.
fair. I've always liked the idea of goalkeepers getting double doubles and triple triples to
Yeah, I think that
balance it
does need to
against that.
come in. Like diving save is one part of it, and
Mhm.
smothers one. Yeah, there should be a double double or whatever version of for keepers. Sorry, yeah.
I think that would be cool. But
Mhm.
is that instead of removing a negative DA or on top of removing a negative DA? Because if you remove the negative DA, then give them double bonuses.
They're
Goalkeeper
gonna get
scores could be
crazy
wild.
scores. Yeah, but I think that's fine though, because like outfielders are way more likely to score 100 than a keeper. Let's be real.
Yeah, fair.
You know, why should they be at like not a disadvantage, but why should their matrix just like make them not score as highly? Do you know, like
Mhm.
I think it gives more validity to your Sean Johnson. I really do, because you don't have to go into the game worrying he's going to fucking chip 3, you know,
Yeah.
and you know he's going to get the AA. So it's just a bit like, well,
Or what about changing it to 4?
I don't mind it. Yeah, I'd be up for it. If it had to stay, then yeah, 4. I think 4's a little bit more fair, because 4 goals is like, fuck, you've been battered, haven't you? 4, like you shipped 4, and
3's kind of
MLS,
normalish,
yeah.
People
3,
score
yeah,
3
3
goals.
isn't that crazy, is it? Especially in MLS. Like 3 is like 1 goal elsewhere. You know, it's a 3-to-1 ratio.
Yeah, big time. Berkey 100. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
made of that stuff, isn't he?
that was mental.
The next one we've got is Dallas at home at San Diego. We've got Seb, the boy, legit. Oh, look, my wee Trinity. They're all playing.
Ooh, we'll love that.
That's
Yeah,
stack Dallas. Is that what I do? I stack Dallas.
home for San Diego, mate. San Diego just scores so many goals.
Yeah, probably not this week, but
Well, I've got a pies myself, so I don't know what to think. Why isn't Julio there? He
no
might have
idea.
got injured, but he definitely played yesterday.
Maybe it's
Okay.
just one game a week for some guys. As a wee planned
Yeah,
rotation pattern,
for sure.
something
Definitely.
like that. Houston Dynamo against St. Louis. This is hot off the press as well. This is the Houston Dynamo team. Jonathan Bond still fighting the good fight. St. Louis in the post. Oh, what was their manager? Was it Melberg era? Yeah, they're playing more midfielders again and forwards and wingers and stuff. So yeah, don't really know what they're all about now, but maybe a wee bit different.
Yeah, they scored a couple yesterday. I think 2.
Nice.
Mm.
We've got the California Classico. We've got San Jose Earthquakes against the Galaxy. Bruce Arena versus his old club at home. Arango and Joseph and Espinoza in the front 3 is taking the gloves off, bare knuckle boxing style, isn't it, for a game like this?
Yeah, they could chip 3 here comfortably, couldn't they?
Mm-hmm. And yeah, they're bringing their players to town anyway. Peck, Royce, Paintsel, all in the building. This Nascimento any good, Harry? What we spoke about before?
No,
Something
I've
tells
only
me I
watched
can...
bits of him.
No, okay.
Yeah, we have mentioned him, I think, but he's had a couple of DAs. He looks raw. He's quick and quick and strong and big, but I don't think he's really it. But he's better than what Ramirez could offer right now.
Yeah, fair. Goals in both teams, I think, maybe in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Is the Seattle game actually going ahead? I wasn't too sure whether to play Seattle guys.
Good question.
Their game in the group stage finished ages ago. I think they were like Group A or something like that. So
yeah,
they've been done for a
I
while.
think they are. I mean, it's on Sorare. Whether that means that doesn't mean too much, but
I was a wee bit nervous. And also the Club World Cup is in America. I'm pretty sure there was a game in Seattle Stadium.
There could have been. You're right. Well, there definitely has been.
I think it might have been the River Inter game, by the way. Might have been
Yeah.
in Seattle's place.
I think you're right there. Yeah.
Columbus against Philly. Big game, the Gazdag revenge game.
Gazdag revenge. Yeah. Evan Bush in goal. Shaburko looks in there outside. I don't know if Amundsen's injured, but maybe could definitely be the case. Kennedy just joined us. Kennedy's a Columbus fan, so I'm sure you'll give us the scoop if there is any. Russell Rose started yesterday, scored a couple. Ibrahim came off the bench. Farsi didn't start yesterday. Herrera did. I think he actually scored Herrera. So yeah, Farsi maybe jumps in there for rotation, but Arsen's out, so he won't be obviously here. So yeah, a little bit depleted, but
yeah. Kennedy's just confirming the hunch. Thanks very
Nice.
much, mate. Love that. Love the insight. Love the intel. And then this is the Philly team that look to be traveling to Columbus. And yeah, well, Wagner's there. It's probably the main player people are looking for. But if you're just like a Wagner holder, doesn't have any Philly cards, you might need to look at the rest of the team this week.
That's me. I don't have any Philly cards, but
because it's like, who's he playing with, man? Who are these guys?
The only good thing is the thing like Quinn Sullivan not playing is obviously he won't take any of the set pieces off Wagner, so that helps a little bit. Like that's part of the reason why Wagner's been like so much better the last couple of games. I think he's just on everything at this point. But then where's Baribo? I guess I don't know what's happening with him. Apparently Bedoya played right back yesterday.
Did Baribo get the All-Star team?
He did, yeah, but that's not this week. It can't be.
I don't know. Just
because like Luna made it and he's playing for the US. Yeah, it can't be this week.
Yeah, fair.
Kennedy says probably similar because I Farsi him at right mid. And maybe AZ, Azir Jackson maybe comes in for Gazdag, but they won't drop Gazdag against his own ex-club. No chance.
Yeah, these are the boys you should know how to buy a yard off of and, you know, what way the keeper doesn't like to dive and stuff like that.
You'll know everything. He's the intel.
Aye. But yeah, you can see it. I wouldn't rule it out.
Definitely.
And then LA against Vancouver. We've got an LA team, but no a Vancouver team. Again, LA coming back from Club World Cup duty.
Giroud might be going to Lille. What's all that about?
It's done.
Is it? Fucking mental, that is.
Do you know, it is mental, right? But it's kind of not at the same time because Lille, if you remember, the last time they won the league, they signed Burak Yilmaz from Galatasaray or something, and he was like 37 at the time. And then
fair.
Maybe I'm exaggerating, but he went there and he was like running the show for about 3 months to help them win the title. You know, he was banging and all sorts. And they're also linked to Rangers striker Igaman. So if they get like an old and a young replacement, Giroud and Igaman to kind of replace David.
Yeah, I'm not against it. Like I maybe see it happening, but like, is he going to be their main man? Like, can he? Like, if you're not having, if you can't get a game for LAFC, like, surely you don't just walk in as like Lille's number 9. I know it's Giroud, but like
Zlatan went to AC Milan for Galaxy and won the league.
Fine, yeah. I don't know. From what I've seen of Giroud, like he just looks broken. Like not that he's ever been like athletic, like rapid or anything. He's a big guy, but like I don't know. Maybe he could be useful.
I think MLS is almost like, and I know nothing about rugby, right? But I do know there's a difference between rugby league and rugby union. You know what I mean? I don't know what the differences are, right? Or what one should be MLS or whatever, right? But there's definitely a part of me that thinks for some players, that's like a crossover that you're making going to MLS. Is like going from one to the other. And some don't mind it, some get better at it. But some like Giroud, there's been somebody else that's went to MLS and sucked and came back and been all right. I forget who it is now, but it's it's not beyond the realm of imagination. I think that Giroud can score 15 goals in Ligue 1 for Lille.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily like if he's on pens and everything. Yeah, I can't see it not happening at all. But it's just mad, it's just mad. But yeah, fair. Yeah, Dobbsy's right. I think that's like everyone used to think the MLS was like just old timers, but like it is a quick league now. Like it is
the travel as well. Like the travel's mad.
The heat,
different climates.
100%. Yeah, so he could, in a weird way, like look better at Lille than he would do at LAFC just because of those factors. Like, I wouldn't dispute that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just my kind of feel on it. I can't remember who else it was, but there was somebody else that did definitely go for some money and was mince, and then he came back and was still like European level. But yeah, Ibra was also a bit different, but it wasn't Ibra, it was somebody else. And yeah, like the actual game style was, we just know it's a bit more fun based, isn't it? Really,
100%.
But yeah, I think for some guys, I just don't. Like Royce is starting to get it now. It feels like Royce is starting to click in.
100%.
But him, Insigne, like there's been a few guys that like if Insigne went back to Napoli and was like a starter, you would not bat an eyelid at that.
No, you wouldn't. In fairness,
you
wouldn't.
Do you want to show us some of your lineups, Harry boy? See what you're cooking. Have you got any drafts?
I genuinely don't have anything done on my life.
Not got one?
No, not one. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. Like, I genuinely don't have anything done.
Oh wow,
Like, not a
clean slate for
single
Harry.
thing. I mean, I genuinely don't know what, like, obviously all the MLS lineups and stuff, I don't know. But now that Nazawa is playing, I do have an under 23 side that could probably, that'll play because I'll have the USA lads. Someone said it could be a double game week or something in the chat.
Oh really?
Sean Thorpe, watching up on catch up, but the CONCACAF Gold Cup semis fall into this game week as well.
Ooh, that's weird.
Yeah, that would be a bit weird.
So you just like pray and hope you've got a card in a team somewhere that gets another game. Like
basically, yeah. Does George get in over? This guy's been unbelievable in the K League for me. Look at him.
Oh wow.
I've had him for like over a year. I won him years ago. Just he was like a tier 5, and he just started, just sort of popped. He's part of the early kickoff, so I kind of know if he's playing or not.
Nice.
But at the same time, yeah, George has gone off the boil a little bit, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm. He misses his pals.
He does, yeah. He's a depleted team. I'll keep him in there for now, but yeah, I honestly haven't done, just because like MLS started last night, so it was quite hard to get like a proper look on everything. Like I've only got, how many goalies you got left in the Club World Cup?
None. Fry and All Black gone.
Yeah, I had Nishikawa gone, Fry gone. I've just got Trubin, but I don't know if to. I might play him in under 23 actually in that sense. So,
oh, Trubin.
I think I've got one good MLS team like on paper. I think it's Buanga's debut for me in MLS. Gill. I don't know who might defend. Like Toronto's at home, New York's at home, and I've got defensive stacks for both. I just can't trust Toronto, can you? Unfortunately.
Yeah. Sam Vines.
End up killing myself. Tell you what, Hack was on for a wicked score yesterday. I don't know what happened in the end, but he was flying at one point. You just know now. I'll play Noah Eli and he'll get rotated. That's just a given.
That is the way.
Yeah, 100%. I got 5% on those lads as well, which is really nice. And then it's, do I play a classic or do I go for the streak? Don't really have another good in season, honestly. Maybe DaCosta. Oh, actually, Pasalic would be okay, wouldn't he? Pasalic against Cincy.
Yeah, Pasalic at home's fun.
That feels pretty nailed. I don't think I have much else. How have I got 2 in season parks? I genuinely don't know where they've come from. Denki. Honestly, I've got some random cards over the last, like Ian Harks. Where the hell did he come from? Musa. It's been decent. The Moose.
Yeah.
We're in the pits now, aren't we? Yeah, it's probably Pasalic, isn't it?
Yeah,
probably
I think so.
that. I've got one of my D2s relegated because nobody played. Bernadeschi didn't play, Insigne didn't play, and Pereira was getting his green card. So I'm D1, D2, D3 now.
I got double relegated as well, just down to bad scores, I think, and stuff.
Oh, okay. It's not as bad. What can I do for the Club World Cup? It'd have to be classic, though. Trubin, Otter. Double. Trubin, Otter, Kimmich.
You're going to take Nuno Mendes against Miami?
I might as the extra.
Mm-hmm.
They reckon inside reckon. I just can't see how coach you play. Well, Enzo X Club. I know he'd be playing against Trubin, but Enzo going back to Benfica. I mean, I can't do that. I've got to do that, haven't I?
Yeah, I don't think Chelsea are that backable.
Nah. Yeah, probably not. That's a decent team.
Yeah, very good.
If Coleman plays.
I think Coleman's kind of in the in the team for the tournament, isn't he?
I'm trying my best to get 3% on this buying. I'm like 40 points away. I just bought a Tanga and Yanzu for £1. So I'm 210 and I need 250. But like there's plenty of players I can get.
Tillman's fun.
Oh, Pug's just put up. Oh, I'm buying that.
50p.
Yeah.
What is it? Roca! Love that.
Let me
it's a good wee 50p card.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I didn't think he'd have one up for that cheap. I think I actually bought the Tango and Yanzu off him, in fairness, but he's just been putting up cards really cheap. It's annoying though, because the 1 of 100 or the Jersey Mint Rocker is actually up.
Oh.
Yeah, but he's up for like a lot. And the guy's not going to sell it, so. Right, Rocker's in.
Rock and roller.
Rock and roller, baby. So now I'm what, 30 points off?
Yeah. For right now.
There's no like real cheapies left. Sule's pretty cheap. Taliso's cheap in fairness. Pug's got one up.
At Leon, currently relegated.
Yeah, Lido. He could be the new Tej. Tej's actually relegated as well, isn't he?
Choupo-Moting's a good one.
Yeah, I might go Choupo. I mean, I'd probably like to get a Musiala, but I can't be bothered paying.
Yeah,
that, The Tillman's nice because this is the forward version, which is really nice.
Forward?
I know. Yeah, forward Tillman.
Wow.
I know. It's a sneaky one.
That is sneaky.
Yeah.
It must score wild.
I'm going to assume so, but yeah, mid. Yeah, it's the only forward one. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I don't know if I wouldn't pay £100 for it, but it is a very nice card.
Nice collection you've got going there, Harry boy.
Yeah, I mean, I've just got all the cheap ones really outside of Kimmich and Coleman was pretty cheap. No, to be fair, I do have Upamecano in that one as well, which is nice. But yeah, we'll see. I'll definitely get the Tolisso. So what will I be then? 2 cards away. Surge is cheap.
I think he's getting kicked out, isn't he?
Sorry, Josh is watching. Josh, will you sell me him for like £1? Come on. Can't be worth much more than that, can he? The Surge.
Wonder where he's going.
Yeah, what will happen to Surge? Did he play in the Prem in the end? I know he's at West Brom, but like, did he actually play in Prem?
I think so, yeah. I think Arsenal gave him minutes.
Yeah, okay. See if Josh gives me a deal.
Cut Shin on one.
Oh, back to Stuttgart. That's where he started, him and Kimmich, wasn't it?
Who?
Serge and Kimmich both played in the same youth for Stuttgart.
That's where Nabry's going. Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah. Choupo-Moting is there. But again, I want to be spending a little bit less than that.
Fair.
No jersey mints at all. They're all just normal cards. But yeah, show me what you've got going on.
2 seconds. I'm just gonna
ML. Oh yeah. Might have a bit of K-League.
So I kind of had my MLS ones up there a second ago. I've just kind of rotated them a wee bit.
Mm-hmm.
Not too much. I've left the D1 the way it is. I don't want to think about that too much, but I'm kind of tempted to stack New York in Team 1.
Yeah, I think I like it, honestly.
So I don't know. I might revisit it. We'll see. But yeah, I swapped Johnny Shore with Hack because I just thought that this New York team will be the better one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
So just kind of fix them up a wee bit. I've got classic teams which are quite fun. I think the stack you named, I already had that in classic anyway. I've got Julian Fernandez, Wolf, but the Wolf's a mid. Player edition Maxi. Got some of the Seattle boys together. And then I've just got a kind of throwaway team here with Forsberg captain. And then I've got one kind of serious in-season limited team with like 4 or 5 okay-ish cards, just to see if we can get a wee streak on the go for us.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got like I've got 3 limited classics here that are basically glorified training lineups, but might have 5-man participation in them all, guys from the bench and whatnot, but I'm not expecting them all to do it. So I've actually got like a lot of MLS running again, which is cool. And then when I got past that, I had a contender team I managed to throw together. So I got this guy's a reward, the goalkeeper. So he's coming in handy. But look at the outfield team. 2 guys from the Seattle collection playing in South America. Amazing. Juan Alano, who I only got last week for a quid, Harry, because I don't know if you know this, maybe not, but I got Machida and Ueda, brought them back.
Yeah.
When I'd done that, I was like, well, I'm going to get it to a 2% collection. And if I was going to get 2 people, or if I was going to get anyone out of that Kashima squad, I was always going to get Araki or Arakai. So I've never had one. And he was a bit of a gem, still can be, I suppose. Yeah. And I got a slab head. I got a Sekigawa finally. So I've never owned them. So I got them in, and I needed a 5th man to round it up. And Alano was a quid.
Who does he play for? Gamba.
He's not always playing.
Yeah, he's been there for a few years though, hasn't he? I think.
Yeah, he wasn't actually in the Gamba projection we just looked at.
Okay.
But yeah, he's
comes off the bench.
He's like a random 60.
He'd be fine. Yeah.
So we had with Osaka. I thought that's an alright wee team. D1, just roll the dice, see what happens.
Why not?
Because one thing I was doing, Harry, was I was trying to get all my contenders into D1 before the season came back. So when Celtic happened, I'd be all D1. But now we know there is no contender next year, as it is at the moment. So I don't give a fuck about my D1s anymore. If I've got them, I'm playing them. I'm not saving them up.
Just rinse them. Yeah,
if I get relegated, I don't care anymore. I've got a D2 under 23, which, Palmeiras attack stack, Caicedo, and the Moura linked to Celtic and Tani. It's D2.
Yeah, why not?
See what happens. And then I've got 2 All-Stars. Quite like these overall. So I've got a kind of Celtic one. It's the only reason Abad is in it, because I got that way through the team and I was like, oh, they're all Celtic cards. So I just went and found Abad and put them in. So that I'm not changing that. I'm leaving it.
Yeah.
Posts. But the other one's quite serious. Yeah, Tellez AJ, double fullback, Gross in midfield, Navas against America will be busy, and Jonathan David. I've not played any of my Matt Freezes. Just I wasn't sure if he was going to play for a start.
I think he will.
Yeah, I've not even got any teams to play now. But
I was going to say, you couldn't really play him unless you play him in limited.
Or do you know, I could play him for Sean Johnson.
True, and then have another MLS team maybe.
No, but MLS is full. It would just be to diversify out of Sean Johnson, really.
Got you, yeah.
Do we think Freeze is nailed?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll just stick him in that XP boost as well. Yeah, just do that.
Yeah, I reckon he plays.
Diversify. So I've got 3 Sean Johns, so I don't need to play all 3 of them, Scores a 0, wipes everyone out, So that's a bit me. I think that's a decent amount of teams, but considering the kind of wonky at 14, and maybe 3 of them are training.
Yeah, just over 11 teams.
I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah, I'll give you a little bit. What are we, Thursday today? Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Where's the exit? What do you think of that, Harry?
I'll go for my first group, man. Just got to separate them, haven't you, really?
Yeah, one of them will do it.
Yeah, unless it's just a fucking 1-1. Like 1-1, 2 own goals.
Yeah.
That is it.
Yeah, that would just be the ultimate death thing. Maybe check the Pohang notes for you, no problem at all. There you go. Timo Werner close to New York.
I'm not happy about this.
What's that?
Bolker to Sunderland.
Who?
Bolker, the
oh really?
The Nice keeper, yeah.
That's a tough one because Sunderland will be crap, won't they?
Probably, yeah. Like really.
Or will they? I don't know. Yeah, they should be, shouldn't they? They probably will be.
They just lost Job as well. Like,
They've lost Job. They still get Paddy Roberts. Oh, we might get Paddy Roberts cards next year.
oh yeah, they've got Lefay, haven't they? But
yeah, it's Paddy Roberts cards.
Yeah, that could be quite fun. Tom Watson. Yeah, they got Wilson Adio. He's pretty good. Enzo Lefay. Adil Akliushi we're going to get in the Prem. That's so funny. They've got Giancarlo Poveda, who used to play for City. Wow, that's mad. He was like a City. Yeah.
Aklish was the first guy to give it all this.
Yeah, he was the gum fingers, wasn't he?
He loved all that crap.
Pat Roberts, number 10. Yeah, they've got to buy, haven't they? Surely to God. This is...
But if you're going to build a good team, a Polish goalie is a great place to start.
It is, yeah. It's a nice foundation. What did they must have got some good money for Job, didn't they? It was like 40 mil or something, wasn't it?
That was a wedge.
They've got to spend that. Got to.
Aye. Can't get relegated. That's the name of the game here.
30 mil they got for him. Big
Chunk.
money, that is. Yeah.
Did they have to maybe cut Birmingham in on that? I'm guessing he came from Birmingham
They
also.
must have. Yeah. Yeah, they got to have. Jack Clark went to 70 mil to Ipswich, but that was in August 24. That was a while ago, sorry. Yeah, he's the only one they've like actually transferred out for money.
Who's their manager against Sunderland? I remember slating them recently, and then I thought I seen their manager. I was like, oh, actually, he's all right.
It is.
I'm trying to check as well.
Regis Lebris, French lad. He must have been Lefay's. He was the Lorient manager when Lefay was there.
Yeah, I thought there was some sort of thing where he was like,
he might actually.
It's not just like a mad random, like English League Championship manager.
Right. Yeah, I think he's a little gem, but he just probably needs players, doesn't he? Really.
Yeah. Fair enough. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty set, Harry boy.
Yeah.
I think we're just about locked and loaded. Before we would only get about 30 or 45, but we managed to get to the 70-minute mark, so I think we've done all right.
Yeah, solid. Enjoyed that.
So the deadline's kinda tomorrow, or kinda today, depends what time zone you're in, maybe, I don't know. But we tried our best to kind of get through as much as we could as we normally do. Yeah, thanks everyone who tuned in tonight, Harry. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Absolute pleasure, mate. Yeah, good luck everyone watching, and hopefully avoid those DMPs together.
That's it. And yeah, thanks very much again for everyone that joined in for us watching live. And thanks again to MFL, who also sponsor the show as well. And we'll stick that on for the outro. But thanks, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your game week. And we'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. MFL Meta Football League is a football management game that takes this genre to the next level. This is an open network online experience where every club, every opponent you play against is managed and operated by another player, by another person. It's your tactics, it's your wit, it's your squad against your opponents. MFL seasons normally run for around 6 weeks, so this isn't a game that comes out every new football season that you need to go and buy a new copy of. So there's never a bad time to open your account and get your club up and running. The only thing you need to buy or to pay for to get up and running to play MFL is your club. You can buy a club pack from MFL directly, and it will randomly generate where your club is located, what city and in what country. One of the ways MFL takes this game to the next level is every player you own, you are actually their agent. So any players that you own that you're not going to use in your own squad, you can list on the market for loan, where they can go into another squad, and in return you'll get a percentage, you'll get a cut of any of the prize money that those players help those clubs to win. Sign up by using the link that's in the description of this video or in the pinned comment. You'll directly support me and all the content here at the channel, but by doing so you guarantee yourself the best sign up